Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to Ricoh Coliseum, site of tonight's Calder Cup Championship Game 7, the deciding game between the Texas Stars and the Toronto Marlies. Big Daddy Bob McGill, and, of course, the voice of the hockey club, Todd Crocker. And, Todd, we had fun in Texas, but it was a little warm. Great to be back in Canada, and the Marlies like playing at home.
Play all year long to get this advantage. They certainly used it to their advantage to have home ice throughout the playoffs in the first round when they beat Utica in 5 games in a 5-game series. They didn't need it necessarily, but it was a nice advantage to have the first 2 games at home in both the second and third round against Syracuse and Lehigh Valley. But how nice is it to have home ice in game number 7? Now, having said that, the Texas Stars are trying to pull off something here, winning 3 games on the road in a Calder Cup final. If you think back to their 2014 win against St. John's, they did just that.
Yeah, exactly. But Marlies are hoping memories are short. Bob, an opportunity to win for the Marlies. They don't want to have to chase the game. There's going to be almost 9,000 fans in the stands. You want a good start. Without question.
After dropping the game on Tuesday evening here at home to tie this series at 3 apiece, hey, it's all about the last chance, and you've got that home ice advantage, as Todd has just alluded to. And for me, it's about getting the first goal of the hockey game. When they've done that through the course of the Calder Cup playoffs, they're 10-1 so far, and I really believe that when you get the first goal here tonight, if they do, it sparks the crowd, it gets the energy in the building going in the right direction, and I think that the Texas Stars are a different hockey club if they've got to play from behind.
Well, when we're talking championship pedigree, well, you think of the captain, Ben Smith of the Toronto Marlies, an NCAA champion and a Stanley Cup champion. He's hoping later tonight a Calder Cup champion as well.
Ben, for some of those fans out there who are feeling a little bit of butterflies, how do you explain to them that athletes and players actually enjoy this kind of situation?
Well, I think both teams are feeling butterflies as well, but we're out there playing and have a part of how the outcome goes. So I've always found it's a bit harder to watch, not having any control of what's going on, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a fun game, fast game, and it's going to be competitive.
How encouraging is it for you guys going into a Game 7, knowing that throughout the playoffs you've had everybody on board on this one, everybody contributing?
Well, that's what we need. We need to keep that going. It's been nice. We had a Game 5 in the first round similar to this, win or go home, and we were able to pull that off. So we have confidence that we can come out strong and maintain that through the 60 minutes.
Is it nice to have that second chance after Tuesday night?
Yeah, well, if we didn't have it, we wouldn't be here, right? So we're excited to have another chance to play for the win, and the stakes are that much higher for us this time. So we have to be better. We had a solid first period in Game 6, but we have to maintain that throughout the game and, just play our best game of the year.
Here is the projected lineup for the Toronto Marlies as they get set for Game 7 here tonight. For head coach Sheldon Keefe, go with the process and what got you here to this point in time. A 112-point regular season, success in the postseason, and one more game to go before a coveted Calder Cup. Sheldon, do you trust the process that got you here, and no sense out coaching, overthinking, and just go out there and have these guys play?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, it's been a long season. We've been together for a long time. We've accomplished a lot of things together as a group, and you get a chance here to play on the final day. No games left, no hockey left. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, but one that we've earned, and incredibly excited.
Lessons learned from Game 6 that might apply here tonight to get you a better result, possibly?
Well, not so much just Game 6, just really the whole series. You've gone through the process of getting to know an opponent that we had never seen, to now having gone through 6 battles with them. You know exactly what you're in for here in a Game 7, and you need to kind of take all the different things that you've learned through that series and apply them here to be at our absolute best.
Appears to be a lot of respect between these two teams.
I think so. I know it certainly is respect on our end. We felt that early on in this series, just how good this team is, how deep they are, the speed that they have, the competitiveness that they play with. They beat some very good teams to get here, and they did that by doing all those things that I just said and having those attributes that they have as a team. So we knew this was going to be a very long series. It was going to be a great challenge, and here we are.
So a lot of the guys have talked about how close the room is. What do you think came first, the winning or the closeness in that locker room? or did it happen simultaneously?
Yeah, I think it happened simultaneously, and I think anytime you have that, it's because of the people that you bring into the room. So I think it really started through the summer. You look at the leaders, the veteran people that we had in here. First of all, Colin Greening, Ben Smith, who'd been in the organization, Rich Clune, guys that we knew. But then you add Vince Laverty, you add Chris Mueller, who had just been tremendous for us and complementing the other veterans that we have, and then personality and experience like a Calvin Pickard, joins us early. So you get those types of people that embrace our young guys, embrace our Europeans, like so many different things that come together for our team. It starts with the people, and then they're talented people at the same time. So then you're winning, and everyone feels good, and everything's positive. We had guys that got called up this year and got opportunities, and there was no bitterness or anything like that. The group was excited for them. They embraced them, those guys, when they came back. Just been a great feeling and a privilege for me to be a part of it.
Tonight's starting goaltenders, and they have started the entire series for the Toronto Marlies. Garrett Sparks for the Texas Stars. Well, veteran Mike McKenna. Game time tonight, 7 o'clock on Leafs Nation Network. TSN2 will have it as well. You can hear the game on radio locally on TSN 1050 Toronto. On behalf of Bob and Todd, Paul Hendrick here saying so long and enjoy tonight's game from Ricoh Coliseum.